Wait, what?
Alright, we live?
Yes, we are officially live, and I'm gonna check on the stream.
Alright, occasionally. Excellent. Alright, welcome viewers, if you're out there. My name is Mike, and today me and a 4-pack of my friends are going to be live streaming a variant on 3.5 D&D. Essentially what I've done is I've thrown out the character classes, redesigned some new ones based on some specific desires from my players, and redesigned the world and put them into a story. A little bit of back history on the world is that it was a fairly peaceful world for a long time, and then a race known as the Farspawn came in and invaded. You want to hand me my... should have a notebook somewhere around over there? Yeah, the red one I think is the one I'm looking for. Yeah. So the opening would be something along the lines of this. Howling winds containing deadly kinetic thunder. Molten glass rains capable of transforming entire landscapes. Mysterious shifts in the very force of gravity. Hungry mists of shadow and madness, whispering terrible secrets. This is the world you inhabit. It is said it was once placid home, with much diversity in life working together, for the most part. But that peaceful world was interrupted by the Farspawn invasion. In wave after wave the army came, an endless sea of monsters, each more foreign than the last. Worst of all were the masters. They strode across the battlefield wreaking havoc with unseen power, snatching desperate victims with their limbs and crushing their skulls in their tendrils. This made all the more terrifying when it was learned that the masters fed on the brains of their victims, ingesting their knowledge, and some feared their very souls. A small remnant of a force known as the Empyrean broke free from the mind control of the Farspawn and took on a dangerous mission of releasing the most powerful beings under the Farspawn control, the dragons. With their freedom, however, given that their enslavement had lasted so long, the dragons had gone mad. And so when they struck against the entire world. They lashed out at everything. And while they drove the Farspawn deep into hiding, and some from the very world itself, terrible plagues now extend across the land. So there's a great deal of environmental hazards, some of which I described in the opening paragraph. Each of my players is taking on a character that they showed a specific interest in, something they wanted to do. And I designed a class for them. And they are joined together to discover how to bring sanity back to the dragons and hopefully return to their worlds from which they were enslaved, hopefully in the future freeing them. So why don't I introduce you to my players and their characters. Let's start with Toshi.
I'm Toshi. My character's Akemi.
And she is a...
I am a Kitsune.
Which is a Japanese fox spirit. We took some inspiration from that. Mm-hmm. And each of these characters have magical gifts. So they all have the capability of using some form of magic. I'm using a mana system. So they spend mana points to accomplish their magical powers. And at the beginning of the day, or at the end of the night, when they rest, their mana is restored to them. We have Tony, and Tony is...
I'm Tony. My character's name is Aramil. He is a Shadow Walker, and the closest representation I can think of would be looking similar to a Dark Elf. or a drow?
I got a little bit of inspiration for that class out of the Shadow Dancer Prestige class. And I blended it with a few other cool special abilities that hopefully we'll have a lot of fun with. Next up, we have Jeremy. And Jeremy is?
I'm Jeremy. My character's name is Jaisen Kular. And I'm a summoner, right?
Yeah. We took a lot of inspiration from the Final Fantasy series. I played Final Fantasy Tactics and was fairly impressed with the summoner there. So he will be summoning things we refer to as Eidolons. Each one is possessed of 6 specific gifts. 2 charms, 2 summons, and 2 embodiments. And by spending mana, he can tap into those abilities and cause them to occur.
It's quite expensive.
Alright, next up we have Tyler. And Tyler is the first character class I designed because he had a very specific interest. He wanted something for a character, and he's going to tell you what that was.
So I absolutely love dragons, and one of the things I went up to Mike and said, hey, you know, it'd be a good idea if we made like a dragon taming class, and possibly even a dragon riding class later on, I don't know. And he kind of rolled with it, and now I am playing Fenrir. Yes, Fenrir. Sorry, I named my character, forgot his name already. And I'm being accompanied by my baby dragon Gilbert, and and my idea is to teach the world, show the world to this this baby dragon, and then hopefully maybe becoming peaceful with the dragons in the future later on.
So basically what I did was I decided that he was going to start off with something similar to a Wormling. His dragon companion will have half a hit dice for each level that he possesses. The dragons here are different than the dragons that you'll find in Monster Manual and D&D. They have the ability to tap into all the elements. So when a dragon breathes, he chooses the element that he wants to utilize at the moment, and he breathes that type of breath weapon. In addition, the Dragon Bound, which is the character class I designed, also eventually gains the ability, or starts off with the ability, to take on a dragon-like form. He gets a little bit better armor, he forgoes ranged weapons in favor of melee weapons, gets a bit of a bonus like a barbarian, but it's to 3 stats. Small bonus to strength, small bonus to con, and a bonus to charisma as well. One of the things that I kind of don't like about many role-playing games is the idea of what they refer to as a dump score, where there's one particular score that you really don't need, and so you're going to trash that score to benefit others. In this world, we're going to try to make use of every attribute for pretty much every character. Leading to more balanced characters and hopefully some more interesting storylines instead of the classic stereotypes. So, while we do have some of the classic stereotypes, we have a big bruiser, which is our Dragon Bound. We have our stealthy character, the Shadow Walker. We have our wizard-type summoning spellcaster. And we have an unusual class called the Kitsu. I guess the coolest thing I could say about them is they have multiple tails. And each tail decided is going to give them the ability to restore and come back to life on their own without the aid of external intervening magic. They have some minor shape-shifting abilities into small, tiny creatures such as a sparrow, a trout, a rabbit, a squirrel, and each of their tails gives them one of these shapes. Each of their tails also gives them a minor spell-like effect. And they use their mana to cast these spells, and they can have, I believe I've set it up to as many as 8 tails by the time they hit 20th level. Now, in the event that they die, they do lose one of their tails, and they do not regain that tail until they hit the next level, at which they can get a new tail. So they die, they come back to life with no penalty to their level. They simply lose the abilities that are associated with that tail until they can reclaim it. At the next level, they get a tail. Alright, so there's a little bit of background on the characters. They've recently been freed by the group known as the Imperium. They've been conscripted or recruited by the Imperium and outfitted by them, and they're about to head out on their first mission. Their contact for equipment is a man named Bernard, and their, we'll call him a cheerleader, also known as the High Proselytizer, which will chronicle and share their adventures with the rest of their world. His name is Holgrim Stormchild, and that's where we're at now. They're about to be given their first mission, so let's join them at that point in the game. Alright, so Holgrim has just outfitted you, or Bernard has just outfitted you, and gotten your gear, you've introduced yourselves to each other, and now he gathers you close. And he says, alright, part of the agreement for getting these weapons is that you would serve the Imperium and the Empress. May she live a long life and die a glorious death.
Matriarchy.
So, your first task. There's been some disturbance in the west. We believe this is associated with the enemy Farspawn. We believe it is a small conclave, and you should be able to handle it. However, first thing we want you to do is to scout this out. Do not try to take it on if you think it is beyond you. Scout back, report first, and we'll see where it leads from there. However, if your judgment discerns that you are capable of handling this task with ease, then you can proceed at your own design. You'll need to work together as a team. The Imperium is not a massive group of single individuals. It is a team, a family, an army that thinks as one. And that is why we were capable of succeeding at freeing the rest of this world, and soon restoring it to its native state. Alright, I am providing you with a map, and can you hand me one of my maps, please? And of course, share them with the rest of the group, please.
Oh!
Our large maps.
Maybe we should just do one on each side of the table.
Yeah, one of each other side of the table, and then just one the remainder to me. I believe at the end of the session, the intent is to hang the map above me in the background.
Yeah.
And so we're placing them close to the mountains, between the desert area, which, let's see if I've got, see if I can do that. And so we have the mountain range here, which we will call the Twisted Peaks. And we have a deserted area here. And somewhere to the west of the Twisted Peaks is this disturbance they've been hearing about. And their task is to go seek it out, scout it out, and if it looks like they can handle it, they can go ahead and try to deal with it. If they think it's too big for them, come back with a report.
So where are we at right now?
You are in the central area. Do you see where the northern portion and the southern portion of the Twisted Peaks meet?
At the pass?
Yeah. You're just to the west of the pass there. You're at the opening.
Okay.
Okay? And you'll be heading west. They figure it should take you somewhere between here and the edge of the desert, possibly a little ways into the edge of the desert is where they suspect the lair of these Farspawn is. Okay. So you've been outfitted and you've been given your task. I'll leave you guys to it and sort out how you want to proceed.
Slaughtering Farspawn. Sounds like fun.
We have everything we need. How many days out is it?
He figures it shouldn't be more than, at the most, a week. So if you need some more rations, he can provide them for you. Also, if you would like a tent, he's got a tent available as well.
Is there any other mode of transport besides using our feet?
He can provide you horses and a group of soldiers to carry you half the distance, about 3 days out, but they need the horses returned to them, so they'll take the horses after 3 days and head back. From there, they're willing to set up a guard post with the horses and wait for you for a couple of weeks, and then trade out watches in order to continue waiting for you.
Alright.
If you haven't returned in about a month, we'll assume that you're all dead, which he certainly hopes does not occur.
Definitely going to need more rations then.
So I would request another week's rations and maybe 2 additional water skins. If we're heading towards the desert, water would become scarce.
Absolutely.
I would do the same.
Very well. Provide you with each 10 more rations instead of simply just a week. And he will provide you each with 2 more water skins. He will warn you that the desert is known to have what are known as whale storms. This is whale as in W-A-I-L.
A whale.
A keening, high-pitched sound is heard, and as it reaches its crescendo, an explosive force emerges from its center point, knocking people to the ground, sometimes breaking bones.
I would ask, are there any free villages between here and there should we need to resupply?
Unfortunately not, which is why this is probably a scouting mission. You go out, you'll take a look. If it looks simple enough for you to deal with, you'll deal with it. If not, if there's any question at all, come back, report in, get new supplies, and we'll come up with a backup plan.
And you mentioned tents. Is that one each or just one tent?
1 tent, and it should say suit for all of you.
Okay. So,
Who wants to carry the tent?
I'll carry the tent.
Alright.
Alright. Go ahead and get the stats from the tent from Player's Handbook then, please.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't know. Let's give it a
Spyglass, since we're kind of scouting.
Yeah.
A spyglass, yes. He'll get you a spyglass.
Maybe a compass.
Unfortunately, a compass has become fairly useless here. The mountains, the twisted peaks have some gravity issues.
Not a magnetic compass. The older fashioned ones where you use
Stargazers.
there's the old Stargaze compasses.
Oh, an astrolabe.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't have an astrolabe.
Would be the best to use the spyglass.
But if it's a cloudy day and we may be in an area we don't know, we may not know if we're heading north, south, east, or west.
I mean, who
How
could
far?
use
If
this-
we're traveling 7 days, we may not be able to see the peaks.
Who can use the spyglass the best, though, to see into the distance? Who has the best spot check, basically, I'm guessing.
That would probably be me.
Are you a two?
We probably need a scout.
I've got spot at 3, and then I got my
that'd be
additional
him.
2.
So, yeah, we'll
So-
sure have the spyglass then. That should use
Okay.
that. Be a sneaky scout.
Probably be the guide of the group. Okay, let's go in this direction. Wait. No, let's go that way.
Inspire confidence.
Oh, yes.
Alright, now they have heard that there are no reports of dragon in the area, with the exception of Gilbert, of course.
Yes.
And so you should be safe from rampaging dragons.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right.
Again, advice, Gilbert. Stay away from that scary man.
Would we be able to get any additional rope?
Of course. Yeah, they'll provide you with 2 rolls of silk rope, 50 feet each.
Okay. I'll take 1 roll of the rope, and
Okay.
if someone else wants to carry the other.
Okay.
I
Make
can
sure you
carry
get the
the other.
stats. Keep track of weights. So we know what kind of
I can
loads we're
carry the
carrying.
other.
It's something I can keep
Or
record
I'll let
on.
you two carry it.
Like, basically.
No, I'm not going to carry him because I'm not carrying him.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
he'll
already
provide you
carrying
with
I'll carry the
a
other.
thing of ink, a vial of ink, a pen, and a notebook, a small notebook.
Okay.
Can you get the stats?
That'll weigh 2 pounds, and the pen will be negligible weight, and the vial of ink will be 10 per pound.
Okay. 10 vials per pound?
Yeah, but we'll give you 2 vials,
Okay.
so a fifth of a pound there.
Aramil would go up to him and indicate that he has something that he needs to ask him in private. Just for a special request. He would ask if they had any vials of, say, some kind of poison.
He looks at you puzzled when you make your request to discuss something in private, but he pulls you aside and says, "Very well. What is the secret you wish to speak of?"
Do you have any vials of poisons or...
We have yet to discover any poisonous substances as of yet, but it's a big world. Perhaps you'll find some on your journey.
Okay. And then I'd go back to the group and then ask, do you have any kind of healing herbs or healing potions? Anything like that, say one of us gets sick or injured.
We do have a few pots of an unguent. They are precious, but we will part with them. I will provide you with 1 each.
What was the name of it?
It's an unguent. It is a healing unguent. We'll call it an alchemical heal. It'll provide 1d4 plus 1 hit points.
1d4 plus 1?
1d4 plus 1. And it will take a minute to spread over the wound. So it's not something that can be done easily in combat.
So it's not ingested, it's put on.
Right.
Okay.
Spread across the wound or multiple wounds, and it will heal 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
So they provide you with 5 of those.
So
One each, that includes 1 for Gilbert.
Good mark.
And Bernard does stress that one of these is for Gilbert.
Okay.
And that all 5 of you are to work as a team.
Gilbert. And I am not in control of Gilbert. That's more of a DM's.
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, Gilbert will probably listen to you. Occasionally, he might get a little rebellious.
Yep.
He's
when
still a
he
child.
reaches the teenage phase.
Oh God.
Gilbert has designs and desires of his own, but he is loyal to his Dragonbound, and his Dragonbound is loyal to him. So, all right. When you guys are ready, you guys talk about this, and when you're ready, let me know, and we will begin.
Okay.
That's everything we needed, yes?
Yes, I'm glad we stopped and said, hey, we need some more stuff.
Well, we may need some, say, traps or anything if we want fresh meat and some cookware if we have to.
I'm fine with the rations, but if you want that, go for it.
Well, it is a week out and a week back. We were only given 10.
Well, you got 10 extra in addition to the
10
Yeah, we got
extra.
10 extra.
Oh, okay.
you have
So we're at 17.
17.
So I would ask for like a light pot or like some
We can provide you with that.
like a light pot, a wooden spoon for stirring, and just some stuff for cooking.
Sure. He'll provide
Simple
you some
cookware.
basic cookware.
I don't know about you, but eating the same thing every day gets tedious.
I don't doubt that.
I'm not too picky.
Is that everything we need?
Think so?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Alright. Let us begin.
Alright. So, you guys set out on your adventure. Quest. And I am actually going to need my dice. Forgot to bring that over here. You, yeah, please just give me the old...
I stole one of your D3s.
Alright. I doubt you'll need a D3, but, you know.
I'm the only one that would
It just
do
rounds out the,
Yes, I know, it looks cool with the collection.
yes.
I need a countdown.
I might need to steal it once or twice.
Oh yeah, you.
My
there's
son's
one
voice.
here.
Oh. That's his.
Four separate countdowns.
No, those aren't his, they're his.
I'll take a blue one then. Or no, I'll take the crystal.
Actually, I'm gonna take these two.
Try all.
That's a default.
There's one of those, there's one of those. Alright.
Those are really cool.
Look hideous.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 encounters per
Do you want
day.
me to move this over to the side?
Yeah.
We'll do 3 encounter rolls per day. So it'll be like, instead of my normal hour per hour. And the reason why I want to do this, only 3 at the moment, is we're still testing out the classes. So I want to give you guys less confusion, but still ample time to test it out. Side note to our viewers is my world tends to be a little unforgiving. I'm not going to try to protect the characters from death. I'm not going on my way to kill them. But if something unfortunate happens to the characters, it's very possible it'll happen. But we're all going to hope that such unfortunate things don't occur. And,
Hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
that's right. Alright. So, let's see. First of 3 encounters for the day, and then we'll do 2 at night.
Sounds good.
Cool.
And, alright. First roll is a no encounter. Alright. So we figure that you're traveling approximately 10 to 12 hours. So you've gone about 3 to 4 hours out. And no encounter again. We're now about 6 hours out. Let's say it's 3 hours per. And your third for the day is also a no encounter. So a very uneventful day, first day.
Very calm day.
Just
Yeah.
travel.
Just some simple travel. And you do hear the rumble of thunder in the distance. And you see some storm clouds. They look to be behind you, but coming in. Not fast. Might not even be here till morning.
But still could be very dangerous.
We should find a place to camp for the night.
A place where there's a dip, perhaps.
Well, if it does rain tonight, we'll be flooded out.
No, that's true. I'm more worried about the whale and storms.
Well, that's in the desert. But if we're going to be camping, we should probably camp near a source of fresh water.
Alright, so go ahead and give me a survival check. Anybody?
Anybody or everybody.
That's
Yes.
20.
You guys can work together. If you guys are working together, I will need 1 main roll and then 8 anothers from the remaining party members who want to help.
Okay, so...
well,
8 another is the same skill, it's just rolled against the DC that's lower.
Okay, who here has the best survival?
my survival is 2.
Same here.
Okay. So I can aid.
Okay, so...
Probably 8 too, because I don't have that skill.
Okay,
Alright.
so...
If you don't have this skill, then it might not be very...
No.
Haha.
So who is the main roller? Who is the main? You were? Okay, what was your roll?
Nat 7 with my modifiers, it's a 9.
It's a 9.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
pretty
got a
solid.
14.
so you provide aid.
Okay.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
You just gotta wander in a circle.
Okay, so Jeremy
7.
is providing a +1 bonus. Unfortunately, Tyler is providing a -1 bonus. He's kind of unfortunately distracting.
I tell Gilbert to find
Party.
one.
Toshi, what was your roll?
7.
7. Okay, so yours wasn't as bad to provide another detriment. Okay, give me a roll for, let's see. That's what I will roll for Gilbert. Grab D20.
Gilbert.
Maybe he can.
I'm off to a great start.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He does provide a +1 bonus, so you got a total of an 8. Oh no, you got a 9 total, and 7 plus 2 is 9,
Yeah.
and then 10, which is enough to provide yourself with a suitable camp. A fairly suitable camp. You're like, this'll do.
Okay.
Distinctly average.
Distinctly average. So you guys set up your tent. And does anybody want to take first watch?
I will take first watch.
Who shall take second?
I can take second.
I will
Third.
lead.
I will take
There are
last.
2 watches for the night generally.
Oh, 2. Okay.
So you have, because I'm going to do 2 encounters, 1 watch for.
Oh,
unless you
gotcha,
wanna- If
okay.
you want to do all separate watches, and I can roll 2 encounters.
Well, we could do 2 and 2 for watch. 1 watch one side of the camp, 1 watch the other.
Sure. And the idea of a watch is pretty much you're patrolling. You know, you're kind of wandering the perimeter, you're keeping an eye on things, you know, checking back on the fire. You know, so you guys could have 2 people watching.
2 people watching.
Also, if I could
2
give
people sleeping.
just a hint of advice, when you're discussing skills, instead of saying, I've got this many ranks and my bonus is this, try to think about any character.
Oh yeah,
I consider myself pretty decent at survival. Well, I've got some skill with survival.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I'm really good at tumbling, or I really suck at climbing, guys.
I think we all suck at climbing.
Nope.
Well, besides you,
I'm-
Mr. Fancy Pants.
I'm a little.
You're a little skilled at climbing, right?
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
got
skilled
some
at
skill
climbing.
with it.
I have,
Climb some
I have
trees.
some skill.
Yeah.
I'm
I used to
very
climb
skilled
trees in
with
my youth.
disguise.
Alright.
Okay, so you and I are doing the first watch.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice. So we have
So-
Akame, right?
Akemi.
Akemi and Aramil on first watch. We have
Jason.
Jason?
Jason.
Jason, Gilbert, and
Oh, Fenrith.
Fenrith. Fenrith on second watch.
Don't
Okay.
let the night frights bite.
Okay.
Children's tales.
Most hunting creatures tend to hunt at night.
I'm going to. Well, would you be willing to patrol around the camp, and I'll patrol a little out
Sure.
in the darkness?
Sounds fine.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm going to use move silent
Okay.
to
So
aid in
when
my
you-
patrol.
Okay, when you move silent and when you hide, you move at half your speed. Alright.
Okay.
Just keep that in mind. And your current speed is 40 feet if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So you'll be moving at 20 feet.
Okay.
But you will be able to make hide checks and move silent. I will do, let's have 3 of them for your watch. I will average them, and that will be your, if you have an encounter, that will, the average will be what they're rolling against for their spot and listen checks.
Okay. So roll 3.
So roll 3 hides and 3 move silence for me.
Okay. So.
And if somebody can provide me with a pencil real quick. I'm completely.
So these are for the move silence.
Very well.
20, 13, and 4.
Okay, and that's with your bonuses included?
No, so it'd be, for move silent, it'd be 27, 20, and
11?
7 and 4.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got
51.
47, 48, 58.
Okay. And
58
now,
divided by 3. You end up with 1 and 28, so you got 19. So your average roll is a 19,
nice.
and that will be what they're checking against.
Okay, and that's for my move silent. This is for my hide. Same bonuses, so still getting a 7 on it. 18, 50, or 25, 22, and 13.
Okay, so that's 40, 50, that's 63 divided by 3 is 21. So you are hiding very well. You're moving silent fairly decently. And so if somebody approaches around the camp, we'll have them make checks for that.
Okay. And if they are moving, I would be doing a spot check, correct?
Yes, you would.
Okay.
And I will roll for encounter distance for you and a separate encounter distance for Toshi. That'll tell us which direction they're coming from.
Okay. Well, she's doing like
A
right
smaller
around
circle.
the camp.
Yes, she's doing a smaller circle and
Yeah.
will be moving faster, so the positions will still not be
Very
the same.
Yeah,
Keep that in
makes
mind.
that makes sense.
Alright. Alright, so let's see. Let me go grab a book real quick. You know, I saw right? I'm pretty sure I know where I am.
Why do I get the feeling he's about to go grab a bestiary?
Oh, be sorry. That makes sense.
Well, let's grab it from over here.
Just so you guys know, that's how you'll know if I'm in character or not. If I'm not in character, I talk like this. If I'm in character, I talk like this. So, and that's how the viewers will know as well.
I talk the same. I talk the same mostly.
That's fine. I do it so people don't get confused about whether I'm metagaming or not.
Keeping it simple.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, I thought you were talking about kissing somebody.
No one in this group. No offense. You have a boyfriend. That's why you're off limits.
I know. You just made it sound like you were disgusted by everybody else. Like, how dare you?
Oh, very interesting. Alright,
That's the
so...
first time I heard that one. I don't know. I'm not calling it bad.
You've never heard of KISS?
Nope.
I heard that all growing up in school. My teachers enjoyed calling me stupid.
That's not nice.
Eh. It toughened me up a little.
There you go.
A little.
Love it.
About 2%.
2%.
Alright.
Excuse me. What is this strange contraption? Sorry, I couldn't.
There we go.
Just start poking out.
Alright. That's unfortunate. I'm not how...
I can't even keep a straight face. Why are you able to keep a straight face from that?
Well,
You can keep straight faces.
That is so horrible.
okay,
And yet it
so...
makes me laugh. That means I'm a
We're
terrible,
rolling
terrible
counter
person.
distance. Let's go.
I'm a horrible person.
Plans. So that's which one's
That is chance.
okay. And separate encounter distance. Oh, okay. So it looks like it's further out, coming in from Toshi's side. Okay. Toshi and Akeme and Aramil. Akeme, give me a spot check at -4 and a listen check with no penalty.
So spot at -4.
Spot at -4,
I'll roll that one
listen
first.
with no penalty.
15 -4, that's 11 plus 2. So
Okay,
that's
so that's a
13.
Give me a listen check, no penalty.
listen check.
I wonder if that was right over the camera.
16.
16 even. Alright, Aramil, you're going to give me a spot at a -6
Oh.
and a listen at a -1.
Right, so I just get a +1 on my spot.
Yeah, unfortunately it's coming in from the wrong side. You're on the far side of the camp when it's coming in from a nearer side.
Hey, it happens. That's why you have two people going opposite directions.
Okay, so for my spot check, I got a 13.
Okay.
And for my listen check, you said -1?
Yes, at a -1, please.
Okay, so I get a +4 on it. Is a 9.
9. Okay. So, the two of you both notice... no, it's not making any attempt to hide. Alright.
first.
Alright. So you see a pair of strange looking creatures. They are approximately 40 feet away from you, Akeme, 60 feet away from you, Aramil.
Rats, too far from me to throw at.
And
Wait, 20 feet from me?
40 feet from you.
40 feet from me.
40 feet from you. That's right. And they are striding in, it seems like without fear. They seem to have some coarse hair on them. They have 2 claws, look a little bit like lobster pincers. They have dog-like faces. And they seem to be wearing rags around their waist. Their eyes glow with a yellow menace. But they are approximately the size, well, they're about 1.5 feet tall.
They're small.
They're tiny.
Tiny.
Okay.
So we just got attacked by mud crabs.
I'll snap your ankles.
Snap your arm.
Get back
here, I'll bite your ankles
Okay.
off.
You are aware, because you did see them. You'll need initiatives. So go ahead and roll me your d20s for your initiatives. And I will roll.
Well, you two aren't aware yet. You're still asleep.
Yes. I will roll separate initiatives for each
I
of
got
the
that, and
enemies.
I got a +1 to my initiative, so I got 21.
Alright.
Wait, if you got.
Did you roll that 20?
I rolled a nat 20, and I get a +1 to my.
Oh, okay, nat 20s,
Initiative.
just as a house rule, we treat them as a 30. Or you can treat them as a 20 and roll again, hoping to get better than 10, and add that to it. So the choice is yours, but if you roll less than a 10, it's still a 20, you just add what you roll, or you can take it as a 30 natural. And add your normal bonuses in.
I'm going to take it as a 30, so 31 with my 1 point bonus.
Okay, so you have a 31 initiative. Alright. And yours?
I have a 3.
A 3 initiative for Akeme. So
Wait, so you just go
Aramil
10 times before you go.
and Akeme.
Wait, what?
Alright.
I'll be going next week.
No, in another campaign I played, that is how it's done.
Okay.
That was kind of how I worked it next too.
Like, that was with
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun.
Shadowrun, everyone goes, and once you're at 0, everyone who still has points left at 10-point intervals gets to keep going.
Aramil,
So, like, someone who.
Yeah.
you are first up in the initiative. As I said before, they are 60 feet away from you.
I am going to do
Let me ask you something. Did anybody build fire for the count?
Fire. I didn't think of it.
I figured
No.
that making camp would be, we would make a fire at the same point.
Is this agreed upon by the party?
Yeah.
It works for me.
Yes? Okay, yes, there is a fire. Aramil, fire means shadows. Keep that in mind.
Hence why I'm out further than Toshi or Akeme,
Okay.
is because that way
Akeme.
I'm in the darkness.
It's
So
a
you're in the darkness
Akeme.
and you have access to, you can see shadows with a DC 12. You'll be able to see, or a DC 10 plus 1 per 10 feet of distance away from you. You'll be able to see shadows at that distance.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay.
And there are shadows in this area, so you can roll to see as a move equivalent action. You can roll to see if you see a shadow, that if you want to try to step into it using your mana points, or if you want to just charge in and swing on one.
Well, they're 60 feet away, so either way I wouldn't be able to reach them.
Yes, you would. A charge, you can double move. This is fairly flat territory, fairly flat ground. So you can double move when you charge, making an attack at the end of your movement.
Okay. So I'd be able to do that, or shadow step 10 feet and be basically closer to camp, but only still 50 feet away. So
The other thought is, let's see, you shadow step as a move equivalent action, so you would be able to move 30 feet, shadow step 10 feet, and you'd be 40 feet closer to them.
that is true.
or you could charge in and attack one.
No, I'm going to do a... sorry. I'm actually going to do a... Well, sorry. New system, gotta think.
Alright.
Technically, it's an old system.
What's new for me?
None of us
Smart.
have played like
Alec.
actual D&D.
Yeah, I'm going to, I'm going to,
Charge.
yeah, I'm gonna charge out one.
You're gonna charge one.
Yes.
Alright.
So,
Okay, let me, odds it'll be first one. Evens it'll be the second.
so are the two of them together?
They are near each other. They're
Okay.
approximately 10 feet apart from each other.
Can we open
Okay.
the window now?
Yeah, this cigarette's
So you are
probably-
charging creature number 1.
Is that the one to my left or right?
That'll be the one to your left.
My left? Okay, so I'm going to charge into that one, and as I'm charging, would I be able to draw my scimitar because of how...
You have a base
Well-
attack bonus of +1.
What do you mean?
Look at your base attack bonus. It'll be bottom right
Yeah,
of your sheet. It'll be BAB or BAS for your attack bonus, your attack modifiers.
yes.
Is that a +1?
For...
Base
Dead.
attack.
Other side.
Oh, over
Jeremy
here?
knows where it's at. He'll be able to point it out to you.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, base.
Okay, base is 0, mod is +1,
So you
yeah.
will not be able to draw. You will be able to move 40 feet in and then draw your weapon if you wish
How
to
did you
do
get
that,
your
but
base
you'll still be
attack?
20 feet
It's
out.
a class-based thing.
Oh.
I think Tyler gets
Okay, instead of
I
that
don't think
then,
I've
I'm
got
going
any-
to do
I'm-
the move 30, shadow step 10, and at the end of that, draw my scimitar.
1, 2, 3, 3,
It is a
4,
move
5,
equivalent
6,
action with
7,
shadow step.
8, 9,
You said I could move 30 and
then-
still do my shadow step.
Okay.
Yes, so that because you'd be moving the 30, which is your standard action.
Yeah.
You'd be shadow stepping, which is your move equivalent action, and that would get you 40 feet. So you've done your standard, and then your move equivalent action. All you'd have left is a swift action, which is not enough with a base attack bonus of 0 to draw your weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
So I would fine. Okay, I would do the. See, now I'm confused.
move 40 feet and draw your weapon.
You can do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna move 40 feet and draw my weapon.
Very well. So that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna move your 40 feet. You're gonna pull out your scimitar.
Would I be able to do a swift action and let Akemi know we have company?
Yes, you can shout out that you've got company.
Company!
Okay. All right, that is your action.
Yes.
Waking the others up.
Okay. Next up, we
I'm
have
saying
one
it
of the
loud enough
monsters.
to wake up these two. Yeah.
So at the end of the round, they will get a listen check. All right. So
You guys hear me shout it.
now we have him. You're 40 feet away, and he's going to charge you and make one claw attack.
At me?
No,
At him.
him.
Okay. Oh, because he's only 20.
Yes.
Gotcha.
One claw attack.
Yes, and that does a. Wow. Well, he's charging, so does a 12 hit you?
Your ace.
1 second.
I'm gonna say if you've got what?
I've
You've
got 7.
armor. No.
Oh.
You've got a base of 10.
Which is
Right.
here.
Okay, you've got an armor bonus from your armor because we're doing damage reduction armor for leather scale of +2. That makes it
Okay.
a 12. You have a dex of +1. That makes it a 13.
Yeah.
So,
So, no,
a
it would-
12 will not hit you.
It would not damage me, yes.
Yes.
It would not hit you at all.
It doesn't hit you.
Good.
So
Okay.
basically I auto dodge.
You auto dodged.
Cool.
Yeah, basically he misses you with his attack. Alright.
I want to get a
Okay,
feet
next
counter
up is the second one, who will move into a flanking position on you, also charging. You will get a +2 bonus for flanking and a +2 bonus for charging.
Oh, they're teaming up on that.
Ooh, that is probably going to hit you. He is going to get a 20, not natural.
Oh, dang.
Dang.
So that will hit you.
For 7.
Nope. It's not a matter of that. Now he rolls damage.
Oh, okay.
I need my desk box again. There we go.
That's a box.
Claws basically do 1d4. I think you're okay.
6 odds will be 1s, evens will be
Your armor
2.
should absorb at least half of the damage.
Oh, yeah.
Since it's a
Because he's only swiping with one claw, right?
Yes, he is only swiping with one claw because he is charging. He will do 1 point of damage. You have DR1. Your armor ignores it. It doesn't penetrate your armor. It basically grazes off.
That's why I like that damage reduction.
Pinked off
Damage
his
reduction
armor.
armor has saved many a low-level characters.
I have a question for you
Yes,
real quick
go ahead.
about one of my magic skills that you gave me.
Uh-huh.
For blinding, is that an AoE or is that one target?
One target.
Okay. Because
Okay.
it doesn't say here.
I'm sorry, I should have written that down.
It's
more
okay.
Specific. Okay,
It's
both
fine.
of them have gone.
Higher initiative than you.
And now it is Akeme's turn.
I will extend claws. That's a swift action, right?
Yep, you can, as a swift action, break out your claws.
Extend claws.
And when
And
you charge, if you charge, you will be able to get one attack.
I will charge at the one that attacked him first. So the one that's on his left. I
The
think.
one that's in front of me.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it
Okay.
was on your left.
Alright. So
And
you're going to charge there.
attack.
Okay. Alright, you are charging, and let's see, they were 40 feet out. They moved in 20 feet, so they're 20 feet out from you. You charge 20 feet and make a smackety. Go ahead and roll your attack for your claw. One claw attack.
Okay.
So d20 plus your base attack bonus plus your strength mod.
Okay, I don't know. Oh,
Your
plus my
base attack
strength
bonus
mod.
is 0, and
My-
your strength mod is
It's
0.
It's 0.
So you get a d20.
Straight roll.
D20.
That's you have +2 for charging.
Okay, that's not bad.
Your armor class does take a penalty of -2 though,
That's okay.
because you are recklessly charging heedless into that battle.
I still have an armor class of 10, so I think I'll be okay. Be 16.
A 16, nice roll.
Yeah.
All right, that will strike them.
My purple one really likes me.
It will strike and roll damage. It's a D4
D4.
plus strength mod, which is a 0.
With 0. I don't get anything for charging.
No damage bonus.
I got
4.
a 4 anyway.
You get a 4.
4.
All right, they have no damage. They have no damage reduction from their armor. They have no natural armor bonus. So it will take 4, and it howls.
Oh crap, I damaged it. Oh no.
And
Well.
all right. Then we go to top of the
I
round,
just
which will
realized
be
I'm starting with
Aramil.
We do listen checks now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Thank you
listen
for
checks.
reminding me. So I will roll for Gilbert.
19.
Nice.
19.
2.
Unless you
You're
just
still
fall asleep or
asleep.
made it a -10, you get a 9, which is enough to hear the howling.
You get
a-
-7.
Not so good.
But he
Yeah,
yelled too.
Yeah, because I was yelling. Like,
Yeah, a pitched battle is a -10, and
'Cause
you
we
are
had-
2 -10 is -8.
well, yeah, because we hadn't actually gotten into battle. I was shouting as I was running.
Right.
Basically.
So you will hear it because you do have a -8 and not a -10 or worse.
Okay.
Because you do
cool.
make it at a -10. So a 2
So-
will still make it. Or
Barely.
2 with your penalty will still make it. Okay, as will Gilbert. So you guys wake up at the end of the round, and at the beginning of the round you will roll initiatives, which we will put them in row with the current initiatives of Aramil, Akame, and Kami. Akame. And the monsters that you are now in battle with. Go ahead and give me
Just gonna change my
initiatives.
key. That'll just be better. Easier.
Alright, so Gilbert's gonna have...
That
Oh no.
17.
Wait, you get a -1?
Plus 1.
So that's a.
That's a 16.
Oh, sorry.
Is that an 18?
No, that's
No, that's 16.
From my
Alright,
angle, it
so-
looked like a 16. 18, yeah.
I just forgot your name again. Fenris.
Fenrir.
Fenris has a 17
Yep.
10.
and a 10 for
Jason.
Jason. Alright.
Everyone's going before the fox.
So Aramil is up first.
What does the fox
Gilbert
say
has
to that?
a 7, by the way.
Can I use tumble to get, like, basically jump over the one to get in behind it into a flanking position? Or maybe escape artist.
You can attempt to make a tumble roll. And the first square that you tumble through is a DC 15. The second square will increase it by 1. Okay,
Basically, I'm just trying to-
tumble and
yeah.
tumble to go around it. You're basically tumbling around it.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So you will make 2 tumble checks. The first one at a DC of 15, and the second one at a DC of 16. If you fail, they get an attack of opportunity if they are in range of attack for you.
Okay, this one will be the second one.
Well, roll the first one first.
Oh, okay.
Roll
Well,
individual.
they're
Because-
both different.
Yes, but the first one determines whether both of them get an attack of opportunity.
Well, because I've got the one in front of me, I've got the one behind me.
you.
Flanking you.
I'm
They're
going.
flanking you because you're leaving that first square.
Oh, okay. I
You'll
see
be in
what you're saying.
position for both of them still to attack.
I
you,
see what you're
the way
saying.
we're
So
not-
the first one.
What did you get?
One.
He got a nat
You got a
one.
nat 1. Okay, what this means, because it is such a failure as a nat 1, nat 1s are always
Oh
bad.
my god.
You are taking a -2 on your armor class. You are in an awkward position as you are attempting to
Roll
Basically,
away.
I
if they
tripped and
strike
fell.
you, you will be knocked prone
If they hit him.
if they hit him. Now he does have -2, so with your
So instead of 13, I'm
you're
getting
down to 11. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so the first monster. Yeah. He's got a 16 plus his 3 is a 19.
Yeah.
You're gonna be prone. Alright.
At least if I land on my back, I can
One.
still swing my sword at one.
Okay. Lucky you,
Only one.
no damage. It's
Nice.
well, 1 damage. It's negated by your armor. Your chainmail shrugs it off.
His scale leather.
His leather scale. That's right, leather scale. Thank you. Alright. And despite the fact that you are currently now prone, 4 plus 4 for being prone is 8, 9, 10. Oh, it does hit you. 11. Barely.
Just barely hit you.
So it has to
barely.
match my armor?
Match
Yes.
exceed.
Gotcha. So yeah, it just
However,
barely hits
once again,
me. No damage.
your leather scale shrugs off the damage for you. Okay.
So even though I'm laying basically on my back right now.
Yeah,
It will
basically,
hit
well,
you
you're laying
and
on
you're
your
just
on your front, like you went to go tumble, and you're like,
It's easier to get up though. You can pop up
oh,
on
it's
your
the
feet.
same way,
Oh.
same thing.
Okay.
You can, in order to get up
Oh,
though, you
I-
must make a full round action to stand up without provoking attacks of opportunity.
I forgot I had balance.
Balance isn't going to help you because
Because of
you
the
were
nat one.
the nat 1, right? All right. Next up, we have Fenris with a 19 or 17. Fenris, what are you doing?
which
You are
one's-
in your bedroll.
I get out of my bedroll.
Okay.
And
You're gonna get out of
stand-
your bedroll as a pretty much a full round action.
Yeah.
And take stock of your surroundings. I'll let you give me a spot and listen check.
There you go.
For taking stock of your surroundings.
15 for my spot
Okay.
and 16 for my listen.
Excellent. You can hear the battle, and you can see where the battle is going on. You can see that there are 2 opponents engaging. That Aramil is on the ground with both of them flanking him. Akeme is on off to the side of Aramil trying to fight off one. And you're standing up and you're like, okay.
And that's my
So
full
that
round.
is your 4-round action. You took stock of what was going on. You're now aware. Oh wait, next we have the first bad guy. And Will saves both of you, please.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Will you?
You betrayed me. Okay, so
They let forth a moan. The first one lets forth a moan.
that's
15.
wisdom, right?
Will save is in the lower left.
And
So-
their scraggly hair on their head flops around, and they shake their shoulders, and their rib cage shakes with
Oh,
them.
that's a saving throw. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh, saving throw.
So
Yeah, it's your
oh.
D20 plus your
18.
will save.
17.
18.
Sorry, 17.
17 and 18. Okay.
my new favorite.
Lucky for both of you. Okay. Oh, good. Good, good, good. That's very happy.
Happy, happy, go lucky. Happy, happy, mushy.
Okay. Then next up, we have Jason, right?
Yep.
Um,
I get
you
up.
have a, yep, you are next. So you will spend your 4-round action getting out of your bedroll, taking stock of your surroundings.
So then spot check.
Spot and listen.
So it's a 9 spot check, I believe. Yep.
Alright. It's a pretty big battle going on. You can see things pretty clearly. Listen check.
2.
Yeah, you hear some commotion, but you're not sure,
What
who's winning the fight. You just know there's big ruckus going on over there, right over there. You can tell that there's 2 opponents, and you notice that
I seem to
that
be taking a
Fenris
nap.
and Gilbert are both awake. Yeah. Gilbert was sleeping on top of the bedroll. He'll be, So Gilbert. He is going to get up and wait for you. Wait for Fenris. He looks around, trying to discover what the... Oh yeah, now we know why Gilbert is waiting on you. Yeah. Gilbert's got no clue what's going on. Unfortunately, you rolled a nat 1 on his spot check.
Oh my god.
He's convinced the trouble's that way. In fact, he's gonna start off that way.
Towards the back of the tent.
Yeah, he's gonna start off like heading in the wrong direction. Yeah.
Doing?
Alright.
Poor
And
baby
then we
dragon.
have the second monster,
Oh,
who
second joke.
is going to also moan.
Another will save.
Yes, please.
22.
Two.
I got a
Will
nat
save.
20.
Okay, so that would be a 32.
Oh yeah.
Plus 10.
What'd you get there?
19. Sorry.
19. Excellent. Okay.
So
My brain wasn't working.
So mine would be 32.
Yes, yours would be a 32.
I can actually understand their language.
I know what you are saying.
I'm trying to kill you. Why?
No, it's just shouting bacon. I like that idea. It's just shouting bacon.
Toast.
Okay, next
Toasted.
up we have a Keme.
I'm going to use both claws. I don't have to. I don't have to have the dual weapon, right?
2-weapon fighting? No, you can.
Both claws.
You get both claw attacks.
On the one that I had attacked
The
before.
one that you attacked before, go for it.
So first one. 13 plus.
Plus 0.
Plus
If I
0.
remember correctly.
Yeah, 13.
13. Surprisingly, it hits.
Woo! Okay, so second one.
Wait, roll damage for first
Oh.
one, please.
Can I still keep the number
I
I
will let
had?
you keep it this time.
Okay.
So let's roll separate damage and attacks.
That's a count.
That didn't count. 2.
2. Alright. That one has taken 6 so far, and...
And the second one was 19 to hit.
Okay, it will hit.
And 1 damage.
So, he's taken 7 so far.
So you basically just went.
I'm basically just. Because that's like the best damage I can do.
Yeah, you're basically
Okay.
going meow.
You did more damage with your charge. That makes sense.
Now,
Because I have more force behind it.
alright, now we are at the top of the round with Aramil.
Get up.
You can get up as a move action, but it provokes an attack of opportunity, but without the nat 1 on your tumble check, you will not be knocked prone. Just get hit.
Can I swing at one, like roll over and swing?
You
like
can
arc
get up
down
and,
on the one.
You can get up and one. You cannot prone attack. You can stand up as a move equivalent action, and then swing your weapon.
He wouldn't get the -2 though to his armor class. He would just get the. He would have his normal armor. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but you would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
I say just do a move.
Both of them or just one?
No, because he rolled a nat 1 on his first tumble check, he's still in the same square.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from both.
So from both of them.
But so far
You
they
still
have
have your full
damaged him,
AC now.
and
Yeah.
since he's not rolling a nat 1 on his tumble check, he's not at risk for being knocked prone while he's trying to tumble
Yeah.
around.
Okay. I am going to get up.
In movement.
Are you going to get up and attack, or get up and...
I'm going to get up and attack.
Okay, so while you're getting up, it's going to provoke an attack of opportunity. 13 plus 3 is 16.
It hits.
It will hit. Once again, your armor seems to
I am
chug it
so
off.
glad I asked for this armor.
Oh, that is a possible critical strike.
Oh, dang it.
See if it's critical.
It's going to be critical. I rolled a 16 plus 3 is a 19. And...
Ouch.
Okay. You will be taking 2 points of damage.
2.
In
Hold on.
addition...
Wait. So you have your armor has damage reduction 1, which it shrugs off.
Yeah.
Then your armor takes a point.
Okay.
Okay. Because that 1 remaining would be split between you and your armor. The more damage goes to the armor if it's an odd number. So your
Okay.
armor, which had 30 points of armor, now has 29.
Okay.
But it just lost an armor bonus.
Oh,
Until it's repaired to full. It's down
Okay.
by 1 armor bonus.
Okay.
So it only provides an armor bonus of 1 instead of an armor bonus of 2.
2.
Write
Okay.
down- I would write down somewhere that you have 29.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yep. Keep track of that. Because damaged armor makes a difference. Okay.
But none of it soaked through in onto him.
And you can't write, which is actually the scary
It's-
part of some
yeah.
of these guys. So now you get to make your attack.
16 plus my modifiers. I get +1, so 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
If I'm reading this
And
right.
you're hitting the same one you whacked at before?
I'm hitting the one that was behind me.
Okay, so that was the second one.
Yes.
Okay. The one
Because
that
I
has not yet
haven't
taken damage.
hit one yet.
Right, the one that has not yet taken damage.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, yeah.
Okay, so
He spun around.
roll
so-
damage.
Okay.
Your scimitar is at D6 plus strength mod.
Okay. So 2.
2. Alright, so he takes a little bit of damage.
He takes 2.
Very little bit.
Okay,
He takes
that was
2.
Aramil. Next up, we have Fenris.
I've been pretty useless.
Fenris, Gilbert's like already moved a little ways that way. He's moved about 30 feet that way.
Fenris, Val's over here as a
Okay.
no,
Swift
So you're
action.
shouting for Fenris to come and follow you
I mean,
as you...
Gilbert.
as I go over and start attacking.
They're about 50 feet out from you.
So I can't charge, so that'd be like 40.
You can charge if you had natural weapons. You can draw your weapon and move 30 feet in, right?
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. And what weapon are you drawing?
The long sword.
The longsword? Okay.
Oh crap! I should have done a crossbow.
You're at me.
Oh, you do have a crossbow.
Never mind.
Just use the crossbow.
I already said long sword.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you'll draw your longsword then.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. And after you then we've got the first beastie.
He's the first beast, eh?
Are they
First
both
beastie.
still attacking me?
One is going to attack you. You don't know what the other one's going to do until he decides to do it.
And there's no kind of dodging or parrying,
Nope.
right?
But your armor is basically, you're still sitting at
That's a possible critical strike.
Oh no! You spoke too soon, Toshi.
Yes.
But it's not critical.
Exactly.
Yay!
So it's unlikely that it'll do any kind of it doesn't do any damage to you.
Yay!
Damage reduction still goes, and shrugs it off.
Thank
Okay.
you. I shall name this male eventually.
You mean the
Jason,
leather? The leather.
you are up next, buddy.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The leather scale.
Another scale.
Move 30 feet towards the battle and get my quarterstaff ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna beat you over the head with this.
All right. Okay, so now you're about 20 feet out. He's about 20 feet out.
He's gonna play
Gilbert
whack-a-mole.
moves. He moves 30 feet. He's 50 feet out. Oh, he's going to double move. He's going to move 60 feet. So he's 20 feet out. He's caught up to you.
Okay, cool.
Gilbert double moves.
Gilbert, get back here!
All right. Then we got the second beastie. The second beastie has realized that you're a little bit of a threat. Guess what's going to happen?
Yay!
She's been doing the most damage. She's your tank. So far.
Does a 16 hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
You have no other sword, do you?
Do I have damage reduction?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And you actually take a point of damage.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, that's what you think. I need a fort save, please.
For right now. Fort save?
Yes, please.
Oh, crap.
9?
Well, that's really interesting, isn't
Oh
it?
dear.
It's not interesting at all.
It's not interesting at all.
You're gonna book it and run away.
Even if I do, it's gonna go, oh shit.
Well, it looks like you're not going to be doing anything for the next 10 rounds.
Paralyzed?
Paralyzed.
Oh.
Aren't you glad you haven't taken damage yet?
Yes!
So 10 rounds without a Keme, who's been our biggest damage dealer thus far.
It's okay, Kimmy. It's okay.
Thud.
No, you haven't fallen over. You're not knocked prone.
Okay, so I
You're just...
Unfortunately, a Keme, you would be able to do something, but you can't.
Oh yeah, you can't shapeshift right now because you're paralyzed.
Because I'm paralyzed.
That's right.
Even if I could shapeshift, my other form would be paralyzed anyway.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, so then we go to top of the round, which is Aramil.
Yay! I get to do something.
Well,
again.
since I can't do crap, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
All right.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Check that.
Okay. So
Oh, that should be this one.
I'm going to make another attack, I guess.
Did I write it in the book?
Oh wait.
Copied it down.
Oh yeah, it's probably just no fun.
Okay, so instead of a move action, can I use a spell? Like my Shadow Bolt.
You can't, but you're engaged in melee combat at the moment,
Well,
which means it provokes an attack of opportunity.
okay, how about my blind?
Same thing. Using a spell-like ability in melee combat is going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
If you were in ranged combat, it wouldn't. If you're at least 5
Yeah,
foot.
but none of
but
my
what you could
abilities
do,
have range on them.
well, what you could do is 5 foot step back.
Wouldn't that?
The Shadow Bolt is ranged.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that provoke the
No,
attack of opportunity?
because a
as well?
5 foot step is a free motion as long as that is your only motion of the round.
Oh.
Which then puts you as your standard action of doing your Shadow Bolt. Or your blind. And your blind has the same range as your Shadow Bolt.
What's the damage on my Shadow Bolt? 1/3 mana invested.
Yes. So you for every 3 mana points you invest, you do 1 point. It bypasses damage reduction.
Which they don't have anyways.
Which they don't have anyways. And it's a ranged attack. It's a ranged touch attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at him with my sword.
Okay.
The one in
swing at
front
him
of
with
me.
your scimitar.
Swing, swing.
Actually, I'm still in. Yeah, I'm just
You're
gonna
in
swing
melee?
at this one.
Yeah, you're in melee combat.
So 17 and 1, so 18 to hit.
18 is a good hit.
That's actually a critical hit.
No, because it has to be a natural 18. I thought you might bring it up. Your
Okay.
critical range is 18 through 20, but it has to be a roll on the d20 that's an 18 through 20.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No problem.
go ahead and roll for damage,
roll for
please.
Damage. 7.
7. Very nice. This guy's taking some wallop.
Finally, I did something.
Okay.
So I rolled a nat 6 and I got my strength modifier, which is a 1.
Okay. So Aramil has now gone.
What should
Next
be some
up
fridge?
would be Fenris. Fenris, what are you doing, bud?
Hey, could you
So
grab me some?
I am going to. I'm close enough to attack one, right?
You can move and attack one if you
I'm
like.
going to move
Or you
and
can charge and get
Get
a
a plus 2 to
it.
your attack, minus 2 to your AC.
plus 2 to my attack.
So you're gonna charge.
Yep.
Okay, you'll also be taking a minus 2 to your AC.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep that in mind. Alright, make your attack.
2. So about 19.
A 19 or about 19?
No, it's just 19.
Okay,
I
19.
just doing the
You
math.
hit.
2 seconds.
You hit.
What's the crit on your longsword? Oh wait, no, never mind.
So this is the first one. This is the one Akeme was attacking.
Oh yeah, and I actually have a possible crit.
You rolled a 19? A natural 19?
Not natural 19.
Oh, and your critical
That's what I
range
was
is a 19 through. Your critical range is a 19 through 20 with a longsword. His is an 18 through 20.
Because of the
It's
scimitar.
a scimitar. So you would have to roll a natural 19. He would have to roll a natural 18.
Gotcha.
Or
So no
higher.
possible crit.
Nope, but you can roll damage because you do hit.
Okay,
Trying to think
so
of something
D8.
to
I
do
need
this
D8. Does somebody have a D8?
Roll a d8.
A D8? Oh, yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
pick any of them that are in there.
There's a lot of D10s there.
Yeah, I have an entire.
In the pile to the side, there's a bunch of D8s.
7.
7 points of damage.
And then grab one for him.
And then it's the one. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Don't I do that? No, I don't. Never mind.
Should we
Okay.
pop- should
It's
we-
still up, but it's starting to look a little concerned.
Which one? The one that was.
The one that
attacking
Akeme was
Toshi.
attacking.
Ooh.
Okay. That was you. Next up is that particular bad guy.
So you did in one attack.
Okay.
Yeah, we can go get snackies after this battle.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're gonna probably be pretty close.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I haven't
Yeah,
eaten very well in the last few days, so I'm hungry.
Alright, so.
Was it my turn next?
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, wait, nope.
No, it's the two monsters that-
It's the beastie and then your turn. The first beastie and then your turn.
Beastie me, then the other beast.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm in between them.
Charge
Not
the
like
first
Actually,
beast.
beastie, you, then Gilbert, then other beastie.
Okay.
Oh,
Poor
so
Gilbert.
Gilbert's almost
Gilbert's
as
been
fast
getting
as you.
skipped.
No,
No,
this
he's
is
been
his
moving.
first chance.
This is his
He's
first
been-
time because he
Oh,
flew the
gotcha.
wrong direction.
Right, right.
He went the wrong way.
He's not a very observant dragon.
He unfortunately.
He's a baby. What do you expect?
This is a bag.
Ooh, pretty
What?
shiny.
I saw something go down.
All right, so.
You're my best friend. I love you so much. Squirrel!
Exactly.
All right,
He's just like
so,
stuck.
Let's see.
Well,
starts-
actually get
It's
this.
like picking at it. No, just like poking at it. Just like,
First one is
It's-
still attacking you.
It's like a cat.
Me?
Yes.
Well, no, it turned
No,
to
the
attack
second
her.
one attacked her.
No,
Yeah.
the second one was the one that was behind
the
me.
first one attacked me.
I got up and turned around to attack the second one.
Did I get
All
it
right,
right?
fair
The
enough.
first-
We'll do it that way.
Okay.
All right, we'll do it that way. That's fair enough.
Because I
Because
think
you kept saying the first one takes X amount of damage.
Right, and that's what Akeme was doing.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
it's the one that attacked her because it was in melee with her. Because the other one's a couple squares away. So it would have had to leave combat with me to attack her.
Okay.
If I'm
Well, you guys were next to each other,
that is true.
so
They could have been right next to
Well,
each
no,
other and
'cause
still dealt damage to me.
I thought you were coming up. Oh wait, no, you.
No,
were
the way it
coming
was-
behind.
is you had here. We'll lay this out. You had you. Akeme came up on this side because this guy was here.
And then I had one flanking me, so
yeah.
behind me.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
yeah. So, and then what we had was I think he's over here now.
Attacking
Or no.
the first one.
Yeah, he's
The
like
one
up
that
there,
Akeme's
up
been
there,
attacking.
right? So that's pretty much the way it's laid out.
Okay.
So they still haven't. He still can attack you, and she is no
Okay.
longer a threat.
He knows that. He paralyzed me. I'm sitting there just
That's
no,
right.
I just got confused about what was going on.
All right. So
This is one instance where I actually like miniatures.
Oh gosh.
he does miss you, however.
Yay!
The second one will also attack you.
Huh?
You know, from right? FMA.
From FMA? Yeah, I love FMA.
Does a 13 hit you?
13 ties me, so yes,
It does
it
hit.
does hit me.
Okay. Odds are he probably.
Or no, it's because I'm at 12 now because my modifier
okay.
went down.
So
So yeah,
yeah.
it does hit.
It'll hit, and hopefully he rolls odd, and therefore does not damage you. Or, well, even if he rolls evens, he still only damages your armor at this point.
Yeah, for the moment.
Oh, damages your armor by 1 point.
Okay, so I am out of.
No, you have 21 or 28 points of armor.
Okay, at what point do I lose my additional modifier?
Your damage reduction. You'll lose your 1 point of DR after it hits. So
I'm at
30.
1/1 right now instead of 2/1.
Right. So you lose your DR when it gets down to so 29 to 19. You lose the DR. When it gets down to 9, you lose the other armor bonus.
Got it.
And when it goes to 0, it's all broken.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's at 28 right now.
Yes, it's taken 2 points of damage so
Right.
far.
Yes, that is true. Okay, so
So yay, thank you, armor.
Oh, we skipped Jason. I'm sorry. Jason.
Okay. So, the small lightning elemental summon, is it an actual lightning elemental, or is it just kind of this?
It's similar to something kind of lightning.
That is
it's
so
not
awesome.
exactly like a lightning elemental.
Okay.
It's gonna have like pretty much a 1 hit dice.
No problem.
And it'll have 3/4 base attack, so it'll have a +0 base attack, but it does like energy damage on its slam. So similar to the lightning elemental.
Yeah, just a really small version, so to say.
I think the regular small elemental has 2 hit dice, so he's basically a half of his normal hit dice.
Okay. And it costs 6 mana to do an embodiment.
Yes.
That's cheaper.
It's okay.
It's a cheaper embodiment, which you get the mage armor, which is damage reduction 2, +2 armor bonus, 40 DR or 40 armor points, and when you provide a distraction and aid another attempt for an armor bonus for an ally, you provide double that bonus, which actually ends up giving you a +4 bonus, or the ally a +4 bonus instead of a +2 bonus.
Yep, that's the light one, and the other one is the whole lightning.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Which yeah. See.
Hey, where are we live streaming at?
YouTube.
YouTube? Okay,
Yeah,
I want to get my
YouTube.
I want to get my brother on to watch what's going on.
Do you know how many views we have at the moment?
There's one and it's me.
Oh yeah.
I will
RWG.
spend 6 mana to do an embodiment.
You okay? Standard action. You embodiment.
And I'll do the lightning one.
Okay.
Galadar.
So Kaladar's embodiment. Give me the stats on him again. What does he do?
Once per round, I can lightning bolt with a range of 25 feet plus 5 feet for 2 levels.
And
It's
that is a move action or a swift action?
move action.
Move
Send
action.
me a link
So
to
you
the-
standard action, you shift, and move action, so you can still bolt this round.
I can still bolt. I have an elemental
don't.
aura.
If not,
so
you can send it to me and I can send it to him.
Well, no, I'll
with
just.
the elemental aura, so when I take melee damage, it does
Once
2.
it does
Hold on,
2
I'll
damage to
type down my-
the enemy who struck you.
I have seen
Hold on,
visibility
hold on.
and electricity resist 5.
Okay. Excellent.
So I'm gonna zap.
Zap. Make a
That's my-
range touch attack.
Oh,
I'm not in melee though, right? So,
You are not in melee, right? Because you didn't go full on.
but the enemies I'm attacking on, right?
They are in melee, so yeah, you do suffer the -4 penalty, but it is a melee touch.
Okay, so
It is not a melee attack. Well, they don't have armor anyways, but whatever. So give it your go.
touch.
Need a 13 or better.
Nope.
No? Zaps by them.
Zap.
Because you're being careful not to strike your friends,
Yes.
which could be bad.
Could be very bad. Pretty sure magic goes.
I'm also going to share it with a few other people.
Okay. So that was you. You embodied. Okay. And then we already did the other guy's attack because I took that out of turn accidentally. Gilbert. Were you in melee range yet?
I was in melee range, yep.
Okay, so that's right. You melee struck. Okay, so Gilbert will go and attack the one that you are attacking, which was the first one, the one that's taking 14 points damage. Okay. Gilbert is tiny size, gives him a +2 bonus. Fortunately, he takes a -1 for the strength penalty, but he does have a base attack of 1. So
That's cool.
He gets a +2 to his attack.
That's cool.
And he's going to hit with his bite. And his bite is going to do a d4 -1 because of his strength. So, but it should damage.
Get him.
Well, it does a minimum of 1 anyways. So that guy's taking a little bit of damage. Gilbert has bitten. And he has joined the fray. Alright. And that was 4. Akeme, you'd be able to do something if you weren't paralyzed.
Yep.
Alright, so we move you down to 9 rounds left.
Okay.
Alright, then we go to the top of the round. Aramil.
Caramel. How you doing, buddy?
I am going to make another attack.
Make another
Kill
attack.
him.
Yes.
Ooh, kill him.
This is the one who's taken 9 damage thus far.
Is
So
that
you
all
did 2 points of damage.
And then I did 7.
she did-
Yeah. And then I did 7 to it. Because the one I attacked
Yeah.
that both
Yeah.
times.
2 and 7 is 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. This is you.
Okay.
Smacky,
So
smacky.
17.
That
so
will hit.
it's actually a 19 because of my bonus, or 18 because of my bonus. So it hits
Yes.
and 4 damage.
4 damage. He has now taken 13 points of damage.
Not bad.
I liked it.
Alright. And next
Just
up is
right.
Fenris.
Fenris.
Ben, you've been attacking the one that Akeme was attacking.
Yes, and now it's time to take this sucker down.
Okay.
I'm gonna just a normal attack.
Huh?
Where do I have? Oh yeah. 11 plus 2.
11 plus 2 is 13. 13 will be successful.
Yes.
Roll for damage, please.
And now. Aha!
Are you attacking the one that's by her or by me?
By her, because
Okay.
I was attacking that one.
Good job. Good man.
4.
4. It's taken 19 points of damage. It's still up. That's pretty tough. They can't seem to do a lot of damage. When they
Can I just
damage
stab
you,
down
you're kind of
into it?
paralyzed, but
Can I stab down into it?
all
Pin
right.
it to the ground with my sword.
And that was Fenris. So next up is the one that was attacking Akeme.
Not attacking.
Well,
Probably attacking you or me.
Or Gilbert.
it's going to attack.
Gilbert's kind of flying though.
It's going to attack Gilbert because Gilbert made a melee attack against it. So it is
Oh.
capable of attacking Gilbert. Gilbert is tiny, so he gets a +2 size modifier. He's got a good dex, gives him a +2. He doesn't have any natural armor because he's a tiny little dragon. So he's
I
got
should tell him to
14
fly away
AC.
next time.
He's got 14 AC.
14 AC.
That's not bad.
And he's gonna miss. Oh, but they do get 2 attacks. I've been forgetting that their second attack could hit too.
And trip, right?
No. So his second attack, that's a possible critical strike.
Oh crap. Gilbert, no.
It's not critical, but it will hit. And Gilbert's going to be taking a point of damage, probably. Yeah, because he doesn't have damage reduction himself. So let's see how. Oh, I need Gilbert to make a fort save. His fort save is a +2. Unfortunately, he rolls a 2.
That means he passes, right?
No. No, that does not mean he passes. And we're going to see how long Gilbert is paralyzed for. His first real world experience. Oh, look! It's starting to bite. Oh, shoot! Now I'm paralyzed for 16 rounds.
Oh gosh. It's been 8 rounds. It's been 2 rounds, so that means
For me.
For you.
Yeah. Well, it's been 1 round for you because
Yeah.
you got paralyzed before your action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which really stunk.
Alright. So, that was the first guy. Then we go to Jason.
Jason. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, a 5-foot
It's
step
a
closer.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Zap.
And zap.
Did I subscribe?
Alrighty, zappity zap.
Zappity zap.
You know, you guys didn't subscribe.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Sign on the computer.
-4 is 14. I assume that touches.
14 does touch. Okay.
I haven't even been able to bring it up
Zappity
yet.
zap.
Oh.
D6.
My
I
phone's going
believe.
really slow
Yep.
right now.
D6. Alright.
3.
Does 3 points of damage. Are we doing this to the one that was attacking Akeme or the one that was attacking him? Or
The
the
one
one...
closest to me.
Alright, we'll roll odds or evens. Odds, it'll be the one attacking Akeme. Evens, it'll be the one attacking Aramil. Odds, it's the one attacking Akeme. So, that was 3, you said?
Yep, 3.
Alright. That guy's taking 22.
Yay, you subscribed.
Actually, my brother just did that, I think.
Oh.
No, that was me.
Oh.
Alright. So, that was Jason. Alright. Oh! Okay, Fenris already did his thing, right? Okay. So then it would next go to... Oh, he's paralyzed. Gilbert, which is paralyzed. It'll go to the second guy, who has 2 attacks. And he's going to attempt to strike you twice. Fenris.
Oh gosh.
Twice.
Yeah, you get
they
2
have
claw
2
attacks.
attack.
Oh.
Does a 15 hit you?
I think that really hits him. I think that is your AC.
16.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit him yet.
Does not hit him. And that's not going to hit him either.
He's got armor range.
Okay. Alright, so that is that guy there. And then we move on to, well, it would be Akeme, but Akeme's kind of poisoned at the or paralyzed at the moment. Alright. And you have now 8 rounds remaining. Then we go to top of the round, which is Aramil.
Okay, so nat 20 to hit.
That is a possible critical strike. Reroll your nat 20, see if the next would hit.
19.
19, that is a possible death strike, so you roll again.
Oh my
Natural
God.
19, right?
Yeah, nat 19.
Okay, go ahead,
So
roll again.
it'd be a 20. 19.
Another
Nat
natural.
19.
Roll again.
Holy shit. Sorry, YouTube. 14 that time.
Okay, so it will be double, triple, quadruple damage.
Holy cow! Oh, so critical explodes.
It increases the more.
Times
6.
you roll.
So quadruple is 24 damage.
24
Holy
points
cow!
of damage.
I just
That thing
moved
takes
it.
37. You just chopped off its head.
Yay! Are these things edible?
Oh
They're
my
disgusting.
gosh. You would not want to eat
I
one
have
of
eaten
those.
some of the most disgusting looking creatures and they taste delicious. Have you ever had dolphin fish?
Yes.
What's a dolphin fish?
It's from like
They
Florida
look
and in that
they look like sharks, but they have
they have a
their
really huge forehead.
yeah.
And they're like a really sickly green.
Their fin is also kind of tilted more not vertical, it's more tilted to the side.
Okay, next up is Fenris.
I'm gonna smack a fool.
His
Yes,
smack
smack a fool.
Drop his sword and smack. Smack.
Why?
14.
14.
Nice crit.
It will hit. Roll damage.
Yes, I'm so happy.
9.
9 points of damage.
Not bad.
This guy is taking 31.
He's dead.
18. He is dead. Falls to the ground dead.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
da, da,
dun.
and I'm still stuck there.
Alright,
What
so.
was that?
Gilbert, what's your name? Are
Oh.
you okay, buddy?
What was that noise? In character, I'm saying. What was that? No, my. It's a joke from a campaign
An old
we
campaign, yeah.
had.
Alright, so you remain paralyzed for a while. For nearly a minute. And
Can-
Gilbert's remains paralyzed for about a minute and a half, roughly.
I'm going to see if I can figure out how they do the paralyzation, and see if I can like maybe milk it or something like that to get like vials of it.
Okay, as you do not have poison use, if you fail by 5 or more, you will be poisoned.
Dang it!
You can do it.
Nope.
So I'd be paralyzed too.
They have more than one type of poison.
Ooh.
Just saying.
Okay, so let's see. What do I need to roll?
You're gonna roll survival.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Well, that's a pretty tough trick to figure out.
Oh!
Nat 18, Survival brings it to a 20.
Nice.
Fortunately, it's not enough, but you do not fail by 5 or more.
Oh, there you go.
Dang it.
So you're like, oh, that's not funny.
That is so pretty.
No, it's just one of those things like he almost cuts himself. He's like, oh, that could have been bad. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you do feel like a slight numbing sensation. You're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't mess with this anymore.
But I'm not harvesting anything.
Well, it's the fact that as you're looking around, you get a little bit, maybe
You pricked yourself by accident.
You get but you don't actually damage yourself. You can feel the numbing over the skin or whatever. And then
Okay, so it's a contact poison.
Part of it's sort of like almost poisons you. You didn't get enough in your system to have to roll a fort save.
Well, what I mean is it's not getting into my bloodstream through like a prick in the finger. It's seeping into my skin itself.
The thing is, it is a blood contact thing, but when it touches skin, because it's you've got cuts,
It's like a numbing reagent.
Yeah, it's got a numbing sensation, so it kind of almost like a warning, sort of like a lot of poisons when you don't get enough of them in your system.
It warns
you kind of sort of sick and make you uncomfortable, but it won't poison you.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of the sensation you feel. So you definitely feel like a numbing sensation go through, part of your body. It could be your hand, could be something. Maybe you brushed your leg up against it while you were moving around. So something like that. You feel a negative sensation, and it kind of lets you know that probably not a good idea to mess around with this guy anymore.
Why do I get the feeling unless I rolled a nat 20, I wouldn't have succeeded?
Because you rolled a nat 19.
And
so you would have to roll a nat 20 in order to have succeeded.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But you didn't fail.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't fail by enough to poison myself.
Alright, you have succeeded
No, I rolled
in defeating the 2 monsters.
I got a 20 because of my +2 for survival.
I'm going to award you each 200 experience points.
Yay! Wait, where do we put that?
Just under XP or EXP or
200
whatever.
XP?
Yeah.
Top left below.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's below your eye
Below
color.
my eye color.
Yeah.
Alright, and we will stop to take a snack break for a Keme.
Thank goodness.
Thank you guys for watching. We will be back.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Dun, dun, dun,
Tyler's
dun, dun,
cameraman.
What?
It's a theme song that Lander wanted me to make, and I was like, that actually sounds pretty good.
But yeah, in a campaign we had,
Her nickname's gonna be Aki, by the way. So just so it's easier. Aki.
one of the characters was a troll from Shadowrun, and what it was